Hello, and welcome back to another episode on Farming Simulator 25. It is July, and it is early in the morning because we got to get started quickly. It looks like the spinach has some weeds, so I'll have to get a weeder out here and take care of that, which is good. I've prepped some machinery for the jobs that they need to start, but before I can do anything else, I gotta feed the cows. Already fed the buffaloes, already moved some stuff, and I figured, you know what, might as well just start recording and kind of get going as quick as we can. Alright, here we are at the TMR station. Let's load up on some TMR. Almost 3.5 million liters of TMR. I think we're good. Though I still haven't figured out exactly how much I go through every day. It's a lot. I want to say 2 or 3 of these trailer loads, so at least 70,000 liters per barn, possibly more. The biggest problem I have is, and I mentioned it before, I just have too many, cows or buffaloes in the sheds, so that they run out of TMR really quickly and they constantly are empty, and the storage for it isn't large enough to keep them going comfortably. For me, I guess the biggest thing is at night when you advance, the episode forward or into the next month, they all start eating the meadow, which means their productivity drops, and I then have to go feed them as quickly as I can. So that's what I actually consider as not being able to hold enough TMR. Is it empties the storage of food for them overnight, even if you fill it. All right, well that's going. Let's continue tabbing around. Actually, the white one. Oh, perfect. There we go. Let's connect to the hoe. And let's weed that spinach field. After that, we're going to have to start harvesting. I think I need to plant canola this episode as well. I'm not sure. We'll have to check that out. Let's get this going really quick. And while it's going on the AI worker, I will see if it's the proper month to do canola, or plant canola, I should say. All right, let's take a look at the calendar. No, this would be for harvesting canola. Okay, next month I can plant it then. Okay, now I know. All right, let's get this going on an AI worker. I wouldn't mind doing this myself, and if I have enough time, maybe I'll do the second field over there. But I don't know, because I always have to pick up the windrow of wheat in this case, and that's just going to take a lot of time. I don't think I got to use the MacDon very often. I think I've used it a couple times since we've had it, but I've usually been trying to thresh and keep up with the MacDon. All right, while that's going on, let's head down to the canning factory. Here we are. All right, here we go. Drum roll. Is it time to sell the noodles? Okay, we'll go to noodle soup and... oh, look at that. It bumped it up to August now. All right, so it says if I wait to August, it'll go all the way up to $4,665 per 1,000 liters. And the farmer's market is only at $4,510, which is basically $100 less. The small farmer's kiosk is at $4,636, so it's really only, $30 lower. Obviously, I get my 20% in both of those places as a bonus, but kind of annoying. We also need the preserved food for carrots, which we sold last month. So this is still pretty high because I saw some more of them spawned. And we have spinach bags. And this is the proper month for spinach bags. We'll take that to the farmer's market. And while I'm taking it to the farmer's market, I'll have to decide if I'm just going to do the noodle soup now. I think I probably will. I think it's close enough. We'll take it to the small kiosk. The reason I say that is I'm only going to get busier, and it becomes harder to, focus on dealing with this while I'm in the middle of harvesting and planting, because next episode will be some planting as well. check the canning factory and see if there's any more spinach bags in the outgoing trigger, or storage I should say. Okay, spinach bags are done. Actually, why don't I take the carrots with me too? Let's switch the only material type it's allowed to pick up. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and take this to the farmer's market. Then I am gonna hop back here and start bringing the noodle soup over to our small farmer's kiosk and sell that as well. Since obviously this is gonna take some time, I am gonna do it as a time lapse. I'll see you when we are done. Welcome back. So this is the last load of the noodle soup. A little bit over 800,000 maybe? That's pretty good. I just realized our small preserve factory here ran out of eggs, which makes sense because the large one ran out of eggs last time and I ran eggs over. And let me double check again. I checked quickly. Looks like we have rain in the forecast, but it shouldn't be happening until after midnight, so okay, I'll have to worry about harvesting then. Grab this really quick. I'm gonna head up here and attach to our baler, and probably end up baling the grass first, because the grass should be ready to be cut, but I'll also have to bale up the straw afterwards. Leave that there for now. Let's hop into the mower and get this going. Oh my gosh, it's yeah, joked about the TMR, but there it's empty, it's gone. And this was the one that I filled up just a little bit ago. That's just crazy. I mean, it works out because technically all the milk and the slurry and everything extra I just sell anyway, so it's pure profit, but definitely takes some work to keep it going. I think the least effort animals so far are the goats and the sheep. It's relatively easy to cut grass and obviously make bales for them, but majority of the year they're eaten off the meadow. So I mean, it uses even less grass bales technically. Yeah, I'll have to keep that in mind when the new episode starts. That, you know, maybe I can start with sheep or goats a little bit quicker than anything else. Though it's still expensive to put down a shed. If I don't put down a shed, I have to do a pasture. And if I do a pasture, it's still easy to feed them, but you have to water them all the time. Which is, you know, kind of annoying because once you have the barns or the sheds like these, like I have on this episode or this series, you don't have to worry about water. I guess water is automatically pumped in. Of course, you know, the sheds are expensive and the pastures are pretty cheap. All right, let's go ahead and get this back in there. And like they're completely empty again. And let's just check. That's the cows. Oh, they had food in there. It just looks empty. Okay. Oh, you know what I did want to check really quick, just because I'm paranoid about it now. I want to make sure our onions aren't ready to harvest. No, next month it looks like. Okay. All right, in that case, it is time to unfold this bad boy and I guess get ready to start rocking and rolling. Obviously, this is going to take a while. I don't know if I'll be able to do the whole field in one time lapse. I'll try. It'll just be probably a little bit long. If it gets too long or too crazy, maybe I'll just do jump cuts in the middle of the time lapses, so they're not too bad. But I'll see you when we're done.
Strong, crazy bets on me. Back mid scroll, Armageddon arcade. Walking the wild, walking the wild. Don't know why. Cosplay cowgirls and numberless chats. Feeling just fine in our running hats. Walking the wild, walking the wild. I don't know why. I don't mind the hustle and the tussle. I don't mind the grind. I don't mind pretending we don't see these signs. The hustle and the tussle, I don't mind the grind. You and me dancing Armageddon time, Armageddon time. Try to unplug it, turn it back on. Try to unplug, but the feeling's gone. Walking the wild, walking the wild. Don't know why, you don't know why, you don't know why. Radio play in the cesspool stream. Oh, running down nightmares that used to be dreams. Walking the wild, walking the wild. And I don't know why. The hustle and the tussle, I don't mind the grind. I don't mind pretending we don't see these signs. I don't mind the hustle and the tussle, I don't mind the grind. You and me dancing Armageddon time. I don't mind the hustle and the tussle, I don't mind the grind. Pretending we don't see these signs. I don't mind the hustle and the tussle. I don't mind the grind.
Alright, we're going to take a break from the harvesting right here. The time lapse has probably been going on for quite a while at this point. Between harvesting the wheat and hopping between the grass fields and baling up some grass that will be turning into silage. It's been a lot. Not to mention, coming in here and unloading this combine. Obviously, we still have the unrealistic sized trailer, so it has saved me trips from driving up to the silo and back. We have the AI worker in our second wheat field. Well, cutting that down with the MacDon and turning them into windrows. There's just so much wheat. I think we're halfway done with this field, maybe a little bit over halfway, and we're already up to over 112,000 liters. So I'll be curious to see what we get out of both fields. I also need to finish baling here. We got the AI worker cutting our last field, which is good. And that'll work. actually will save this for the wrapper. This is a little bit faster anyway, so this makes it better to run a trailer. You know what the JCB is really for, right? Moving trailers. Gotta go down the road at speed. One of the things I noticed is I'm still sitting on quite a bit of carrots in my silo, and we're gonna have a carrot harvest coming up pretty soon. Not exactly sure when. Let's see if we could kind of eyeball it off the map. We still got a couple months. So I think next month is going to be the onions, and possibly the month after that will be the carrots. But there's no reason to have carrots sitting in the silo if we're going to be harvesting carrots pretty soon. And one of the things I was looking at was what was most profitable for our carrots, and that's definitely the canning factory, making the preserved food out of the carrots. But we still have, I believe, carrots in there. So let's say we got 54,000 liters of carrots in the silo. And if we head over to our canning factory, we still have 51,000 liters of carrots in there. So I think I'm going to take these carrots all the way over to our vegetable processing plant, and we'll turn them into carrot soup. Carrot soup just takes carrots. That's easy, that's nice. I don't grow parsnips or red beets. I don't think I've ever actually eaten a red beet in real life. Or any beets, really. Now that I'm thinking about it, I have eaten carrots, so there's that. I figure we'll run this over to the vegetable plant, processing plant, make some carrot soup, so we're at least using these carrots. And then our next harvest will fill up the canning factory, and then anything left over we'll throw into the vegetable processing plant. It doesn't make as much as the canning factory, but I don't want to have two canning factories cranking it out, so I think this is our most efficient plan here. Let's get this dropped off. And let's activate it. Nice. We have some fried onion over there. Hopefully we will make a lot more, since we'll be harvesting onion pretty soon. But you know what? I did want to check something out with the restaurant here real quick. So let's see. Green bites. Yeah, I noticed a lot of things were not, being made, and it looks like the flour. So this is not getting enough flour delivered to it. Alright, so bread has plenty of flour for the moment, but I would have to turn it off in order to not let the distribution go through. See, this is the dilemma, and I don't want to, I want to keep it activated and continue to make bread. So what can I turn off really quick that's using flour? Man, this one has 17,000 liters. I'm sorry, 71,000 liters of flour in there. Okay, we'll deactivate this for a little bit and see what else we have. Okay, I'm going to actually do this off camera really quick, so there's no point going through this slowly. I'm just going to go ahead and deactivate a couple things and let us kind of fill up the green bites with flour, and then I'll activate them a little bit later. Welcome back. We just finished delivering the last of the carrots to the vegetable production plant. I've deactivated a bunch of stuff in the hopes that we can flood some flour to the greenhouse. I'm sorry, the green bites, our restaurant. But that's not going to really solve our problem. Our problem is I enjoy the distribution because the flour will go to where it needs to go, but there's just massive amounts of flour in some stuff. Like the canning factory, the fact that it has 71,000 liters of flour in there right now, that's pretty massive. I don't actually know if we'll burn through all of that before, the series is up. So I'm not sure if I want to put the grain mill back to, storing, and then I have to deliver it, or maybe there's a mod that will give me a little bit more power over the distribution and allow me to, adjust what gets distributed to where. I don't know. let's go ahead and move this over here in preparation for the auto loader. Leave this right there. There we go. Let's knock out these last couple rows real quick and then see if we can wrap up the bales, even though there's a lot more fields that need to be baled up. I'll end up having to do that off camera, obviously. It takes a while to do this. It's raining. The heck is that? I did not see any rain at all on the let me go and make sure that the Macdon has stopped. It has not. That is so crazy. Huh. I'm 99.99% positive that when I checked earlier, there was no rain scheduled for, today until midnight, basically. When I edit this video, I guess I'll have to look and double check. And the crazy thing is I paid for the weather vane or whatever it's called, or the weather station. That is supposed to improve the accuracy of me being able to know when it's going to rain or not. Really, for things like this, I needed to know because I just have way too much harvesting going on. Let me just kind of get this onto the next windrow, or I guess swath, I don't know what to really ever call it. Alright. Now I want to enter into the vehicle. And I want to see that if I start harvesting. Oh, I'm almost out of gas. Look at that, I get no warning for rain. Does that affect the yield then? We'll go fill up on gas real quick since, well, we're right here and I'm not really sure if I should be harvesting or not. I don't want to take the risk with this big field and find out that I just ruined my yield by harvesting or cutting down in the rain, so I won't. But when everything is said and done and we've done our 100 episodes, I think what I will do is I'll do a small field and just use the development tools to load everything up, harvest it, or take a small field, turn it into a fully ripe wheat or something, harvest all of it, then reset it, make it rain, harvest it, see if there's any difference in change, and maybe run a couple more experiments, because this is the only time I've obviously used the Macdon because it came out with Farming Simulator 25. And I've used it almost from the very beginning. I can't remember, it's been so many episodes now. Primarily because I knew it boosted the yield. I always figured, if I had precision farming and the Macdon, it would boost the yield even more. But at this point, I'm like, it's just, I'm already getting so much grain. There's no need to min-max quite that much. Alright, let's get into we'll just run to it because I'm sure that's going to take forever. Alright, where is my wrapper? I think it's in this shed up here. It was funny, earlier when I was using the big rig and moving all the soups and spinach bags and everything, when I finished selling the spinach bags and I was going to go pick up the soups, I wasn't paying attention. I had to go the long way and kind of got lost in the city a little bit because I was kind of thinking, I'm like, I've got a lot of equipment. Should I sell some of it that I don't use anymore? And then I started thinking, I'm like, I don't think I've actually ever sold any of the equipment unless, something happened with it and I was like, oh, that's it, it's broken. Let's get rid of it and replace it. If it served a purpose, I've held on to it. I mean, I still have the old mower for the tractors. I still have my Dragon truck, which I use. I still have my white tractor we started out with, which still gets used. Even my little dinky John Deere tractor that I bought in the very beginning because I needed the front loader, still have it. It's pulling the water tank. I don't know if I've actually sold anything. My original big rig that despawned on us, I didn't sell that. Technically, it just disappeared. And I think I put the money back in to kind of cover what it would have cost. And that was a modded truck. Or, I don't know if it was the mod that went wonky or whatnot. But after an update, that was just gone. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've really sold too much. Now I'm curious. I was contemplating at the very end of the series whether I should sell off everything and take like a total, count of all the money that we've made. So I'm like, we're already up to 10 million. There's no need to sell everything. I'm like, I might as well just leave it here. If I ever want to come back and play it, it's here, I guess. Let's grab this last one here, and then I think I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. I'll just have to wait for the rain to stop and then finish harvesting, I guess, or cutting that wheat field. I will harvest the wheat field I'm in completely, and then next episode I'll harvest the other one as it's cutting, I think, the oak field. But there's too many massive fields that need to be done in our harvest season for me to let myself get behind too far. I guess I could fast forward the time and then just harvest afterwards, but then it'll be in the dark, and once the video gets compressed, it's already kind of grainy. The dark will make it even grainier and harder to see. So I guess this will be it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.